PacketTrap-PSA Customer Onboarding Video Series, the Customer Portal. After watching this brief video, you should better understand how you can find your Customer Portal login URL, what options are available to you, how you can add users, and how to add the portal to your website. First step is to log into your PacketTrap-PSA account. Then navigate over to the settings and go to Customer Portal. Here you'll find the 4 sub-settings to help you customize the Customer Portal. The general settings are highlighted, and here it'll walk you through what options you have available to you. Your portal URL will be your alias. In this case, mine is massmsp.packettrap.com/portal. Next, you'll see the optional tabs that you can show to your customer in the portal. Here, I have turned off the Contracts tab and the Equipment tab. If we navigate over to the portal and log in, we'll see that by default, the only 3 tabs that are exposed are our Tickets tab, our New Ticket, and our Shared Files. If we go back to our general options, we can choose to turn these on. Click Save. Let's go back to our portal, do a quick log out and log in. And now we can see we've also exposed the Equipment tab, which will show your customer all of the equipment that you service for them, and the Contracts tab. Now within these tabs, you'll hear all the active contracts for this customer. They can also drill in and see the overview of the contract, any attachments to the contract, as well as the contract usage. Going back to the equipment, customer can drill into the equipment item, see information such as model number, serial number, and the service history for this piece of equipment. Okay, let's navigate back to our settings. Our next options are what fields should be shown when creating and viewing service requests or tickets. Down below, these are examples of custom fields I've added. And here we can expose, for example, type. If we go back to our portal, when viewing tickets, let's go to a ticket, pull up a ticket. What information is viewable here from a field standpoint, and when we create a new ticket, what information will be displayed here. So let's go back to our portal options and add type in our custom field of invoice, paid, and click Save. Let's go back to our portal, do a quick log out and log in. Now, we create a new ticket, we can see type and all your custom values there, and our custom field. When looking at tickets, we can now see our type and our custom field of invoice paid. Next, let's look at the tabs. When we look at a ticket, by default, the way my settings are, I just see the overview of the ticket and the attachments tab. This next setting allows us to show the billing tab, which is going to show us the actual labor, material, and expense price to our customer, the log, which will show our public comments to the client, and our items. Our items are going to be labor, material, and expense items. Let's do a quick save. Let's go back to our ticket. Let's do a log out and a quick log back in. Now when drilling into a ticket, we can see the overview of the ticket, the items, which are going to be our labor, materials, and expenses, our billing, which will show how much the customer should expect to pay for this service call, our attachments tab, and the public log. Going back to our general settings. Next is the ticket list. So what do we want to expose to our customers from our list view? So let's go back to our tickets view. Right now I've just got number, description, and status exposed. Go back to our general settings. We can decide to show type and maybe let's say who's assigned to the ticket. Do a quick save. Go back to our ticket list. With a refresh, we now can see status and who's assigned to that job. Last but not least on the general settings is our logout redirect. This means right now, if my customer logs out, they're just taken back to the login page of our portal. But in this case, I want to actually direct our customer back to our website. We'll click Save, and where you'll see this is when a customer's in the portal and they choose to log out, it takes you back now to that logout URL. In this case, our website. The next section is our page header. So what do we want the login to look like? So if we go back to our login, do we want the logo here? Do we want our company name there? Do we want to add any text? So if we go here, I want the logo on the left, text on the right. I could choose to display my company name and any text here. Click Save Changes. Now let's go look at our login page after a quick refresh. Here's our header text, and now instead of the logo, I see our company name. Next, we get to choose, do we want the best fit, meaning let PacketTrap decide what your logo looks like, or do you want it in actual size? It's suggested that you use best fit. Next, we need to add users. So going to Manage Users, here we can see all the current users and the number of logins. We can add a user, finding a customer, creating a username, let's see, a password, and we need to retype the password. Now here we either can force the user to reset a password to something they can remember, or we can allow them to keep the password that we assign them. Next, they can choose to view all tickets for their company, or you can choose that they can only see tickets for where they are the contact person. In this case, Andy Smith is the company owner, so we'll allow him to see all tickets. Last, once we create the login, we can email the customer their credentials so they can log in and access the portal. Our last heading is website integration. Here, if you have a website, you can take this code and paste it into the web page, and it'll actually create what we call an iframe into one of your pages, and your customers can just navigate to, let's say, Request Service tab, and right there, the portal will be ready for them to log in. So I walked you through a few options. I hope now you have a better understanding of where you can find your portal URL within PacketTrap-PSA, what options you have and how they change the view that your customers will have of the data, how to add users, and last but not least, how you can add the portal login to your web page. If you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out by email. You can reach out to sales@packettrap.com or support@packettrap.com. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.